4 weeks after he passed. So it was like they got me out of the way. You feel me? It was just a bunch of shit. And I went to prison on the house. No one got arrested. Even when my mom said I called the police, the shit she said, them 2 people never got arrested. It was just what she put in the letter to make her son look good. You get what I'm saying? I'm 100. I did my time and was innocent. I did an innocent 5 years. You feel me? So shout out to 1090 Jake. You feel me? Because he tried to break it down for y'all, but I'm the only one that can really tell y'all and break it down. You feel me? I can break it down so severe to where you're like, damn, this shit's like a movie. Because it is. You feel me? Everyone knows I got set up. You feel me? They got me out the way. They told 5 different stories of what happened to my dad. To this day, bro, I don't know how my dad died, bro. I just found him not breathing. After I was with him till 11 o'clock at night. At 7 o'clock in the morning, I found my dad on the ground not breathing with his head busted open. You feel what I'm saying? Like, to this day. And then she, hid his body in Palm Beach at a 24-hour cremation. You feel me? The hospital, check this out. When I got the letter from the insurance thing when I was in the county jail, it made me want to get my dad's death certificate. So I got my dad's death certificate. It takes like 3 months for you to get a death certificate. When I got the death certificate, it didn't have the primary doctor's signature on it. So I wrote a letter to the doctor from the box in the county jail, and he reached out to my real mom and my sister and sat down and spoke to them. And he said if anything opened up in court, he would testify because his signature wasn't on the death certificate because it wasn't his orders. His orders was to put him on life support for up to 16 weeks. She pulled the plug the very next day. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird the way you break it down. You feel me? The next, once I called about the life insurance shit, I did a 3-way from the county jail to ask when the last time someone called about the money. And they said, yeah, I could tell you right now. And they went on there and they said it was the same day she pulled the plug. See? So it was all like some fishy shit. I was a sacrifice and went up the road for 5 years. You feel me? I did 10, but not 5. So, that's what happened with me. And my mom wrote a letter to the judge speaking on my behalf, trying to make it look good, saying I called the police on the people or whatever because the police report didn't show who called. But my ex-girlfriend called at the time. The same girl I was with that when I was drinking E&J, I was in my passenger seat letting her drive my car, and she ran a red light. When she ran the red light, we got pulled over and they took me to jail for outstanding warrants. And these were the warrants that my stepmom was putting on me. Now check this out. When I went to the when the whole incident started and I was beating up my victim, and then the police separated us and I left and he left and they came back, put the gun on my bed and all that shit the same night. The very next morning, my stepmom who turned on me, she went to the courthouse and filed for a restraining order. And her exact statement in the restraining order was totally different than her statement the night before. She changed her story within a couple hours. You feel me? And then I didn't know none of this was happening. I got pictures with this woman smiling at my dad's memorial a few days after he passed. I was smiling with her and all in pictures because I didn't know she would set me up like this. I went to the chain gang on the house. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, I just want to break that shit down for y'all, you feel me? Now this whole Pino shit, you feel me? He want to act like he the hardest gangster. He want to talk all gangster and shit like that. I appreciate that, Nick. He want to act like he the hardest gangster in the world, like he slid to my hood and all this other crazy shit. I'm not going to come on here and keep rapping and entertaining it. I went to your girl and your job today. Your lady was out there screaming and everything. I went there today. Okay, for anyone that's been on Instagram, done seen, I don't went to the ugly corner. I went all over there. He's hiding behind Zoe's. I slid over there, not because of his paperwork. I wasn't going to slide about his paperwork, but he started speaking on my dead dad. He started saying, that's why your dad died, nigga. Shit like that. So then it turned into my issue to where I had to slide on you now, because you weren't going to slide about your paperwork. You feel me? So I had to slide on you. You see what I'm saying? Now you go to disrespecting and talking all crazy about my neighborhood. Yeah, my neighborhood ain't the hardest neighborhood. It ain't the same as it was years ago. But at once we were a hood. But now everyone's dead or in jail. You feel me? But the same neighborhood you telling on, you feel me? I mean, running your mouth about and shit like that. When you did that video standing out there in the middle of my hood on Marathon Block, talking like you was a gangster and you got these goons out here with you, all of them was dudes off Marathon Block. You came out there with all the bandanas and masks and asked my dogs to get all in the video with you so you look like you had face out there in Davie. You ain't got no Hoovers behind you, bro. At all, bro. There's none out there. And I done spoke to a couple that was in the chain gang with you, and they told me that it is telling what you did, bro. You feel me? But I'm not going to go back and forth with you because I just had to address the situation the way you tried to pin it. Now you got my name in the same basket as you because you told on paper. So now you got the little letter that my mom wrote to the judge speaking on my behalf, which is perjury. It is what it is, but the statute of limitations, she's good now, you feel me? It's only 3 years. You know what I'm saying? But all that, like, you want to slide when you want to slide when you got people with you. Okay? I'm not going to go back and forth with you. You can run your mouth on Instagram, do whatever you want to do. I already went to your hood. I went to your job. I went to where you went live at. I went to the ugly corner. It's all on Instagram. Then you made some shit up about I didn't go there. Today I just went there. Was out front of your job at 10 o'clock this morning. Your old lady seen me there. Okay, and started screaming at me and shit, and all this other stuff, screaming, saying, oh, this is childish and all this stuff and everything. So you just keep trying to get them fans online. All you had to do was make a video explaining the paperwork before we took it into our hands. That's it. That's all you had to do. You feel me? But now all of a sudden you sliding and sending threats and shit and showing everything all online. You make it hard to where someone that would really want to touch you can't touch you because you want to run up, you want to act all hard and shit and like that, knowing you ain't living like that. Who's gonna run up on someone that is putting everything out there and trying to act like they're Stone Cold? That'd be stupid as hell. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Prospector. But anyways, I just wanted to break it down. Like, me and 1090 ain't beefing. Me and Pino fell out. He didn't like the fact that his paperwork was put out, implicating a witness. You know what I'm saying? I mean, implicating his co-defendant is different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like how you feel me? You can't really, it turned into something bigger than it needed to turn into. But I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth. I ain't going to disrespect the ugly corner. Shout out to all them Zoes out there on 1800 block, where he's not from. He just goes there and hangs out. But shout out, bro, I got mad homeboys in Pompano. You feel me? But I just wanted to break it down to y'all that I was the only person ever arrested with my case. My stepmom never got arrested. My stepbrother, my stepbrother never got arrested. The only thing is my real mom wrote a letter to the judge and said I called the police. That's it, to make me look better. She lied for her son. Shit, that's simple, bro, and it is what it is. But I did find suspicion in my dad's death. And my mom typed up a letter or whatever for us to try to file to stop an emergency cremation. Because it was just weird how we wanted to know how my dad died, you feel me? Because if she didn't make it look suspicious,